Alright, welcome back to Minecraft. Today I'm revisiting the Productive Bees mod. Didn't really go too deep into it with breeding and everything. However, there are some new items that have been revealed to me, have been shown to me, and makes the mod quite exciting and honestly pretty promising for item generation. Create will return in probably the next video with a much more streamlined setup and something that actually does not require all of this. Now, I also have phytogenic insulators, which do kind of the same job, but when you think about it, there's no hurt in having two things that are doing the same exact thing. You just increase the efficiency in whatever thing you're doing, so that nether star essence is kind of stuck. I don't know why it's there. But there are like nether bees and all these other things, and honestly, productive bees shows a lot of promise. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the whole breeding process and like selective breeding in productive bees that I've seen so far kind of reminds me of Uma Musume, but then again, everything right now is reminding me of Uma Musume. I could play like literally any game and I'd be like, wow, it's just like Uma Musume, but that's just because I play that game too much. Anyways, what we should focus on is getting some new productive bees. You know, we have the regular bees in here and they do their thing. Actually, they have been doing quite a lot of their thing recently, and I have not paid attention. They have a lot of honeycombs for me, although the honeycombs aren't necessarily needed anymore because I have the automatic thing with the phytogenic insulators. However, I believe I can breed these, crossbreed these to create other bees. I'm not entirely sure quite yet. I'm gonna get rid of some of these flowers because I actually won't really need these anymore. So looking at the big chart, I think we should first get ourselves a iron bee. So you need ashy mining and crystalline. Now, crystalline is from the quartz nest in the nether, and you would need a crystalline honey treat, you know, something like that. Or I think you could just use a regular honey treat in the nether. And whoa, where'd you come from? Anyways, the one I'm looking for is the ashy mining bee, which is spawned in using a gravel nest, a sand nest, or a dirt nest. Now, I have a dirt nest here. It's just RNG, so I think I'll go for the gravel nest. So I think instead of the dirt nest, we can use the gravel nest. It's very easy to make. Just requires a wooden sword, which is kind of a weird recipe, but hey, I didn't make the mod. So I just completed a quest for creating the wooden sword as well. That's pretty funny because I definitely have never created a wooden sword. I never do. It's like kind of like the most useless weapon in the game. Mainly because it's like, why use a wooden one when you can make a stone one, or you can make something else really quickly. Anyways, I'm just gonna like throw these about really kind of messily, as I do with most things on this game. But let's grab ourselves a honey treat. I should have a few of those left over because I don't think I used all that many. If not, which I guess I don't, I can always just make more. So a honey treat just requires one honeycomb, one honey bottle. Very simple. I don't have any honey bottles in here, but I've got plenty in here. And if I need more, I'm pretty sure the honey essence will easily craft it as well. But let's make some of these honey treats. Let's make like, I don't know, couple. So the process of making this is actually quite slow because for whatever reason, the crafting grid doesn't auto put it back in. So it's weird as well because it's stacked. So I could just do this. I don't know why it doesn't do that, but hey. So I've got the honey treat. So let's attract a bee to it. Does it say I have to do anything special to attract it? Because river lures bees in river and beach biomes. Okay. So I have to go to a beach biome. If this were vanilla, I'd be cooked, but there is the nature's compass in here somewhere. I know I have it somewhere. So let's take the nature's compass and just look for a beach. I mean, it's pretty simple. There we go. Beach. Look for a beach. And there's one 1,000 blocks away. So, oh, I should get bee cages as well, although I can craft them really whenever. But I have to capture the bee so that I can bring them back because I have to lure them and then bring them back, I'd assume. So let's make a couple of these. 4 for now, I guess, because it doesn't work properly. And then I don't know how to make the sturdy ones, to be honest. Doesn't seem like I can for now. I'll figure it out soon. All right, looks like we are on the beach. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, there's another bee here. Yeah, because I stole the sandy nest from here while I was looking around. But let's put down the gravel nest and then let's use a honey treat on it. And then I guess I just wait, right? I just wait? Oh, okay. I can spam them. All right, well, I'll spam them. That's all of them. I can make more really quickly, but I'll just wait it out and then I'll cut to when it's over and the bee's coming over. All right, repopulation is done. And luckily we get the ashy mining bee. It is now nighttime. I have been sat here for really only 2 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, I had to speed it up a bit more. You can see I've got the ashy bee. I think if I use a bee cage on it, actually, pretty sure I can just do this, can't I? There we go. There's a bee in here. Let's head back home, place this down, and then I'll sleep because I don't think bees are nocturnal. All right, so let's place down this nest, and the ashy mining bee is in there. Now, I have to breed them. Now, I'm not entirely sure how breeding works, but I should use a breeder, as I have been advised to use a breeder. Breeding chamber is what I should use. I need a baby upgrade, a rose bush, bunch of iron. I don't have a rose bush, by the way, but I think I can make one, maybe? I kind of hope I can make duplicates. Oh no, there's no way I don't have a rose bush, right? I mean, I could find one, right? I could totally find one, but let me check. I don't have a rose bush. What in... Okay, well, I'll just go grab one really quickly. All right, I've got 14 rose bushes. I'll save like one off to the side so that I can put it in the phytogenic insulator at some point. But let's make this baby upgrade, which requires 4 honeycomb blocks. I think any flower, right? Any Minecraft flower. An upgrade base, which I should craft. Just needs honey treats and this stuff. Pretty simple recipe. So let me make a couple of those, or one, because let's make 3. Although I don't need 3 breeders. Oh, hello. There's the ashy mining bee. I should capture you, actually. Boom. Captured. So the next thing is to make the baby upgrade itself. I have to make some honeycomb blocks, which very, very simple. I have plenty of honeycomb. I can make a stack, actually, just to make it a bit convenient for me. And then we can make one of these. And then finally, I can make a breeding chamber. So I've got the breeding chamber. And then all you do is you put 1 bee, put 2 bee. I don't know the recipe, but it's probably in here somewhere. Iron bee, iron bee. There's too many pages of this. I think I can just look this up. Iron bee. So the iron bee is... Where is the iron one? Regular iron. I need any flower. Doesn't matter what flower I use, but I need to grab the quartz guy. So let me make one of those crystalline things. Or is it the quartz nest? I think it might be a quartz nest. I might be mistaken here. Quartz nest? This seems right. It requires... Oh, that's an even weirder recipe. I have to get silk touch nether quartz. Alright, so here we are in the nether, and all I really have to do is find some quartz. There it is. So with this quartz now, I'll grab a couple just in case I ever need it again. You know, better to be safe than sorry. But yeah, with this quartz now, I'm gonna head back to the overworld really quickly, but I'll just cut back to when I have everything I need. So let me just grab the nest, then I'll use the quartz on it. We'll wait for the bee, and I'll cut back to the bee, and you know, we'll get a move on with everything. Alright, so I have the nest and the quartz, so we just do this, and then use that. And now I have to wait. What is that, by the way? Is that 20 minutes I have to wait? Oh my goodness. Well, I'm not waiting 20 minutes. I'm going to go make some honey treats to speed this up. And I'll be back in literally 1 second when the bee is here. All right, so the bee is here. It's a crystalline bee. Look at him go. Let me capture him while he's out and about. Come back, sir. Come back. Come back. There we go. Got the bee. And we can take the nest with us. But we don't actually need these. These just attract the bees. I don't even need to place that other one. The gravel one doesn't have to be there. I can just use the advanced, like, bee housing thing. These over here are the advanced nests, where I keep basically all the other bees. I could just use this instead. Expansion box and everything. But first things first, let's breed these two. I have sunflowers, so I could use one on each, or not. There we go. And then I get a tin bee? Hold on. Have I been scammed here? A tin bee? That's not what I thought I was going to get. Not at all. How do I get this going? Oh, I need energy. Well, that's not a problem, is it? Hold on, though. Before I get on with this, I feel like I'm being scammed. Tin? I thought I was promised an iron bee. Iron. Ashy mining bee. Oh, it's the wrong way around. That's why. Right? No. What? Is it because solitary? I feel very confused here. So a tin bee is the exact same thing. I guess it's just random? Copper? Oh yeah, it's literally just random. Tin? Tin? Iron. There we go. So how do I get them going? Like, can you guys hurry up? Oh, forgot. The power. Boom. Power. Are they doing their things now? Oh yes, you can see I just need more flowers, I think. Which isn't really an issue. I can make more of those. So I mean, I guess I'm going to go over to the photogenic insulators and then use phytogrow to make flowers. Because I don't really know how else to make flowers in this mod pack. I feel like you could use mystical agriculture. I mean, surely that's a thing, right? Maybe I'm just wrong, though. So apatite, black sand. I should have a lot of that apatite stuff. 64. Let's replace... Not that one. Not that one. Probably that one. Put that in there. Phytogrow it up. Let it do its thing. And hope for the best, I guess. Oh yeah, look at that. Just combines it. Cool. I'm not sure if I need to supply more and more flowers. Doesn't seem like it. I think they just take some time. So I'm going to let them do their thing and hope for the best. I don't know what this other slot is for, though. Obviously, there's upgrades, which I guess I should dive into the upgrades while I'm waiting for this. There is speed upgrades for productive bees. You can see here, gives a 20% decrease in time spent in the hive. This is not for breeding, but it is an upgrade. There's many upgrades for productive bees. I should just go at productive bees. Even though there's a lot of things in this mod, what I'm looking for is... I just passed it, actually. Where are all the upgrades? Here they are. So I'm looking to get myself a anti-teleportation upgrade and then a simulator upgrade. This makes it so the bees never have to leave the hive, and you just have to put the block they need in front of them. And it's like the hostile neural networks, where it just simulates that happening with enough like input or whatever, and then you get the item for free. Or not for free, but you know. Basically, the bees don't have to pollinate. They just stay inside the nest or the hive and do their thing. So I'm going to need those. I'm going to make a new... Actually, no, because I'm pretty sure I have some just left over. Beehive, right? Advanced oak beehive, yes. I don't have an expansion block quite yet, but I'm going to use this. And then just going to leave that leaf cutter one in there. Who knows? It could be useful. But let's make some upgrades for our productive bees. So first make some templates just for the sake of having them. And then we can make speed upgrades using clocks. Very simple recipe. I'll just make a stack of clocks. Apparently I'm missing a clock. I think it's because my clock is acting very weird. Look at it. It's a different clock. What the... I think it's because it's in its default state. That's so weird, actually. Hold on, I'm tweaking out. That is so weird that it does that. Okay, well, let's fix that. Let's just make what? Apparently not that many, because I don't have enough upgrade bases. There we go. And then I need to make another upgrade base. I've kind of miscalculated there. Make 6 more. Then I have to make the anti-teleportation upgrade. Very simple recipe. And using this one, I can upgrade to a simulator upgrade. Our iron bee's nearly ready. Let's grab ourselves, or not grab ourselves. Let's put all these upgrades in here. And actually, with that in mind, I should put this like near the ground, or literally on the ground. So like right here. And then I can put in, apparently no upgrades. I think I need to get a better beehive here. Actually, I think I just need bees in here first. I can make an expansion slot though. I feel like that could be useful and smart. Just to make sure. Make one out of oak. I'll make a couple. Just so I don't have to make it all over again. Add it on top. And now I have the upgrades. Okay, so I do need the expansion. So we can add 3 speed and then 1 simulator. And then I think the bee is ready. Iron bee is ready. Oh, I can just keep producing them. Perfect. Oh, I don't really need iron, if you couldn't tell. But, I mean, I can have this breeder running and then I can breed other things. I'm not entirely sure what material I want to aim for. I guess Allthemodium would be nice, would be amazing. I'd love to automate Allthemodium. But I need an ancient bee and a withered bee. To get a withered bee, I need to feed a skeletal bee a withered rose. Don't think I have one of those. To get one of these, you get a skeletal bee by placing empty beehives in an unlit... Oh, interesting. I can do that. The ancient bee, though, feed a diamond bee. That's easy. Diamond 1, you need ender plus lapis. Ender, you need endstone nest. Head to the end, capture one of these bees. All right, I can make one of those. And then lapis, you need a redstone bee with a blue banded bee. A what now? Redstone, chocolate mining bee. Actually, if I go back to the beach, pretty sure I can get me one of those. Anyways, let's put the... Can I do this? Oh, there we go. That's beautiful. Did I just lose that cage, though? You just lose the cage? I guess. Okay. Well, what do you eat? Breeding items, any flour. What is a normal flour you use, though? I'm just going to assume it's an iron block, considering what I've seen before. So, iron block it is. And should that not work, I'll figure it out later, but it'll probably work. Let me add some bottles in here, because I think you also produce honey. And I don't mind more of that. So, add some bottles. And then, yeah, I guess you just do your thing, right? Just let it do its thing. Yeah. Productivity high. That's pretty good, right? That seems pretty solid to me. I need to make more cages, though. I just heard a pop. That was from these bees over here, though. Look at this bee. He's like green. Interesting. And this one's a little funny. I'm gonna go grab that chocolate mining bee, though. Obviously trying to work up to Allthemodium, but that's probably not gonna happen today. Here's a leaf cutter one. I'm not sure if I need you. Solitary. Does that mean it won't breed? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, I guess, but... I'm hoping it can breed. Let's have a look at this one, though. Productivity medium, endurance medium. That's another thing. Oh, look at that. It actually did produce. Beautiful. Love that. Love this. Okay, we're cooking. Anyways, another thing is actually quite gruesome and grim. But if you put a bee, if you basically just like lock a bee, let me try to do an example here with blocks I have. So let's say you had something like so, and then like something like that, and then a piston up here, and a bee was like right here. You would crush the bee. The bee would obviously die, but then the bee would give you like a bottle of its like remnants, the bee stuff, and then you can put that in a centrifuge, and it spits out like its DNA and genes, and then you can take that and then basically just call for bees that have similar traits. I don't fully understand the whole like gene modification part of the mod, but it seems like you take your best bees, you murder them, and then you take their genes, and then you go like, okay, let me combine these. You do something, you like genify it all up, and then you get like percentages and the specific genes and all these things. So like if you want high productivity, I guess I would kill this one, and then I would take the high productivity and then like combine it, and then like I'm not entirely sure, but it's something like that. Anyways, let me go grab that chocolate mining bee while this is still cooking. And then the last thing I want to showcase is actually extracting the materials from the honeycombs. So apparently the chocolate mining bee ran away, is nowhere to be found, and I'll find one later, probably off camera. I might do some of this stuff off camera, like get up to certain bees, but like the bigger bees, like, oh, I'm upgrading to netherite and then all the modium. You know, I just want to like trim out some of the fat of this mod where it's like, okay, I'm breeding redstone now. Okay, I'm breeding lapis now. Okay, I'm breeding this now. I'll just skip to the very end where it's like, whoa, I'm getting netherite for free, even though I already get that. But then it's like, whoa, I get all the modium for free, which I kind of get that, but not really. But then, whoa, I get vibranium for free, which I do not get. You know, and then bang, unobtainium. Wow. And then like, wow, netherite. Not netherite. I just said that. Nether stars. But yeah, the last thing of this mod I want to showcase is not really showcase, but explore. I'm exploring it. I am not like the master at this mod or anything, but it's centrifuges. And this is the way you extract the actual like rewards from the honeycombs. So let's make one of these really quickly and then slap it down, power it. Obviously not permanent way of powering stuff, but hey, it works. And then the speed upgrades also work on centrifuges. So let's use those really quickly. Boom. And then all you do is like, hey, I've got these iron combs. All right, slap them in here, let them do their thing. Then you get wax, and it's not guaranteed that you get the iron from an iron comb. There's the raw iron, because if you have a look here, just in here, inside of a centrifuge, you get 40% chance at raw iron, you get some honey, you get some wax, and that's that. I mean, 2 out of 10, that's 20%. Just a bad roll there. But yeah, that's literally it. And then you can like automate this, not automate it, but like simplify this with like ender chests or something. You have like a row of hives and whatever area you want them at, send it all to an ender chest, and then they all go to like centrifuges. You know, you could have something like that, kind of like what I have over there with the iron farms, but it works. And you also get honey bottles every now and then. It's great. So far, I'm liking this mod a lot more than I used to. I mean, this mod was always quite cool. It's definitely something, but like, I don't know, this is a lot cooler if you ask me. Also, the expansion boxes, can I keep doing that? Like, can I make like the wither thing and then no? Well, I tried it. Or maybe you can do another one on top? No, it's a max, which makes sense. I mean, can I do it on the side here? No. I don't know why I keep trying these things. It doesn't work. But anyways, that is the end of this video. Thank you for watching as always. And oh my god, I just broke everything. What? I guess the upgrades just kind of were a bit finicky there. But yeah, thank you for watching as always. The productive bee mod has a lot more depth than I thought originally, and I'm very happy that I've come back to it, because I was probably never gonna like revisit this mod, but then I saw like all the little things that you could do with it, and like the breeding and the genes. The genes honestly sold it for me. Like, even though I don't fully understand it, once I do, I feel like it could be like super cool. Like, again, reminds me of Uma Musume, where like you're trying to get the best genes, or in Uma Musume, you're trying to get the best sparks to create the best parents. You know, you see where I'm going with this? You get the best parents to then create the best trainees in Uma Musume. And, you know, productive bees, you get the best parent bees to create the best worker bees possible. You know, you get like a super juiced unobtainium bee, which I don't really need. I guess more accurately, it'd be like a super juiced nether star bee who's like just producing 1 nether star per minute. It's like, that's kind of a crazy rate, isn't it? Anyways, let me stop yapping about the mod. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to explore it on my own a little bit and then come back to it eventually. Next video will probably be create, because I've also been given a few ideas for that and have been revealed how to actually use FE, because I was none the wiser before. But that should be a fun video. Maybe a couple extra things in create as well. I'll see what I can do. But yeah, anyways, Again, thank you for watching the video. If you did enjoy, check out the rest of the playlist. Speaking of the playlist, this video will probably have a much different title than usual. Just probably not going to use the whole like 63 days or whatever title. I mean, I'll probably have it in the thumbnail still, but I just feel like simplifying the titles. But my app is running a little too long. Thank you for watching again, and I'll see you later.